Hello, 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 our dear listeners, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Sphere Rocket Podcast Network, your go to destination in exclusive conversations with the top tier real estate professionals. I'm your host, Sweet, and today, whether you are sipping your coffee at home or at work, whether you're driving and listening to this podcast right now, please, I hope you are in a comfortable position because today we have a special guest with us. She's a passionate realtor broker of Central Alabama and the pride of Exit Realty Cahaba. Please welcome Jenny Smith. Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much, sweet.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. Do you have any Easter plans yet since it's coming ahead?
Of course, we've got to have our traditional sunrise service at church. Got the grandbaby his new Easter outfit, complete with a Southern monogram, of course, and then just family lunch around the table.
Love that. Love that. Very living that tradition in
Yes.
Easter, really dressing up and all that. So, do you have a particular color or theme to dress up with?
Well, all I've gotten thus far is the grandbaby's outfit. So we'll just have to kind of go around him. But he's wearing the cutest little blue John with an Easter bunny on it and his name monogrammed on the front. He's going to be so cute. He'll be 2 in May.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I hope we can send pictures for that. And yeah,
absolutely.
really,
Absolutely.
really excited about that. Yeah, so yeah, before we you go to our conversation, it's really great to have you here the podcast, and I'm excited to learn more about your expertise as a broker or a realtor, and yeah, and specifically in Alabama. So yeah,
Yes.
so let's dive right in, and let me ask you, Jenny, how did you get started in the real estate business? Like, what sparked interest in you?
Sure. So before real estate, I was in the nonprofit world. I worked for the American Cancer Society. Absolutely loved my job. I am a cancer survivor myself, approaching 10 years of survivorship. But when you're in the nonprofit world, things change so quickly. But I also knew that as my children were getting older, that I wanted to have more flexibility. I wanted to be able to keep those grandbabies if I needed to, just have a little more flexibility and, have fun. So I got my real estate license while I was still working for the American Cancer Society with a long-term goal of going full time, when the children started getting married and having babies. COVID happened and put that plan in a fast track. We had a tremendous layoff with the American Cancer Society, unfortunately, just due to lack of donor funds, during that pandemic. So my role was eliminated along with all of my department. And I really do like to eat. So I just dove feet first into real estate and have absolutely loved it so, so much. I do feel like that my career with the American Cancer Society kind of really prepared me for real estate, as in, being able to be transparent with people, having those relationships. Real estate is definitely a relationship business. It's, all about building those relationships, making sure that your clients, number one, that they know you, that they trust you, and they like you. Because who do you want to work with? Someone you know, like, and trust. So I've been in real estate now since 2019. Got my broker's license about a year ago. Jumped right into that role at Exit Realty Cahaba in Columbiana, where I broker the office there, and have just been living the dream. I just so wish I had did this so much earlier in life. But we have a stepping stones that we go across to get to where we need to get, and these were the steps that led me to that. And I'm just so thankful for this career, so thankful for the people that I have met and I continue to meet. I had a closing last week, sweet. I just have to tell you about it. I love working with first time home buyers, but some first time home buyers are just a little more special than others. And when you have that buyer and they're calling you like, Miss Jeannie, now when we leave, it's mine, right? It's all mine. I can go and I can start doing what I want to do, right? Yes, ma'am. It's yours. That makes all the long hours and the long days and all the obstacles that we have to sometimes go through, it makes it all worth it. Love it.
Wow, congratulations on that. Yeah, really happy seeing new buyers or new homeowners to really like they can't believe it's like happening.
I
It's around
know, I
happening.
know.
Like, can you pinch me? Is this really happening to me? And
Yes,
that
yes,
kind of like fulfillment, right? To helping them.
absolutely,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
yeah, and you are a super mom yourself and a super realtor, I can say, because you've gone through a lot of things in life and just survived that. And yeah, congratulations
Thank
to
you,
that.
thank
Yeah, of
you.
course, it's not easy, but it yeah, as you've said, it prepared you to who you are right now and what you're doing with your career, especially. And yeah, I can really see the glow in your face while you're sharing it, and the really exciting stuff really happening. And yeah, as I said a while ago, you're really super mom, super realtor. So can you share to us or um, your like business superpower, and what is it, that particular area that our audience can reach out to you about?
Let's see, my realtor superpower. Um, if you asked my agents or my peers in the within my office, they're going to tell you that my superpower is database. Drill database. The database is just the hub of your system. You've got to have a database. And it doesn't matter if it's an Excel spreadsheet, if it's a fancy CRM, whatever you're going to use is the database that you need. But you've got to have a way of keeping all of your prospects, all of your clients, all of your sphere. They've got to be housed somewhere. And I don't know about you, sweet, but I do not have a super brain and I cannot remember everything. So I need that database to work for me, and help me stay on task, making sure that I am nurturing those relationships and just keeping up with clients, friends, families, sphere, keeping track of things that are going on in their lives and making sure that I'm reaching out and trying to be a part of that and to always be a resource not only for everything real estate, but also just let them know, hey, I saw you had grandbaby number 2. She is absolutely adorable. And stay on top of things like that, because those things, life's milestones, that's truly what's important. And just continuing to foster in those relationships, even after the sale, because the relationship doesn't end with the sale. That's just the beginning. And I try to base my business primarily off repeat and referral business. So when you become one of my clients, you truly become part of my inner circle and my family. I want to see you succeed in life and follow you through life and whatever that may bring. Be there when life throws that curveball and things aren't always good, because we know life is not fair, unfortunately. But we all need someone to be able to reach out to, someone that's going to cry with us, pray with us, and celebrate with us. And I really try to be that, for my clients and everyone that I meet through my real estate career. It's more than just a career. It's an opportunity to build those relationships.
Totally agree with you. It's really in the little things that you can build relationships with people, like
Yes,
remembering their baby number 2 or their birthday, like sending them a birthday wishes or marriage wishes, something like that,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, I think you're also a really good relationship builder, Jeannie. Yeah,
I
and
try. I really try.
yeah, I appreciate that about you. And I agree with like the super brain, something like that. You really, I also have to keep notes myself of everything that I do,
And
because
making
if
sure I'm
not,
keeping up with the notes so I don't have 100 sticky pads everywhere.
oh, I totally, I can relate to that. My notes are really full. Like
Yes.
if my notes can talk, they're really full right now, and lots of datas and all of those. I need to also keep updated with everything that I do. I take note of all of them, right? Because we
Yes.
all need an extra hand or an extra pair of brain with us to
Yes.
keep
Yes, we
up,
do. Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so have you ever thought of like really having a person helping you to keep up with all of those databases and all of those records
Yeah,
that you have?
I have, and I kind of do. I have three children. My middle child, my daughter Emily, she really helps with my real estate business a lot. She tries to keep me on task, making sure I've responded to messages and haven't forgotten anything. So she's really good at kind of staying on top of me. But I do try to have systems in place so that if I'm following a system, then I'm not going to miss anything. I'm not going to miss the deadline in the contract. I'm not going to forget to, make sure that I have ordered the closing gift or that I have reached out to the co-op agent, whatever that may be on my checklist. I have a checklist for my buyer systems, a checklist for my seller systems. There's some things that with every contract, we're going to continue to send that very familiar email or this document. So I just go ahead and have those systems in place with that checklist for each transaction so I can check it off that it's been completed and real quickly at a glance of a document, whether I choose to print it off and carry it with me hard copy and then eventually it goes to electronic storage. I can just real quickly glance and see where I am within that transaction or within that buyer or seller prospect, and know what my next step is very easily. So I rely heavily on systems.
Love that. Love it. Systems are really, really great, especially in business and, of course, in real estate business, especially because we're dealing with a lot of records and a
Yes, we
lot of.
are. And we want to keep the real estate commission happy. So we've got to make sure we've got all those records documented and stored away for safekeeping.
Yeah, totally agree with you. So your daughter is like your second hand or left hand right now with all of
Absolutely. She
this.
is in college. She's taking her classes online. So she has some flexibility with her schedule. She does not want to be a realtor. She might do it as a side gig, but she has no desire to be a realtor full time. So I get to use her to my advantage while she's still living here at home, and super super thankful for that. She's really great, and I don't tell her enough how much I appreciate her.
I'm sure if this will go out, she will listen to it. And yeah, such a great daughter and mother relationship that you have there. And yeah, have you ever like um thought of like outsourcing those little jobs when like eventually when your daughter will be out of college? Oh, I we hope that it's not too soon, right? But
Right, right.
eventually it will come, time will come. But yeah, have you ever thought of that?
I've considered it, sweet, but I feel like, and I am that personality that feels like I have to be in control of things, and that's something I'm working on. But I feel like outsourcing some things that I'm taking away that personal touch and that opportunity to have that additional, conversation, text, email, whatever it may be, with that client, that I'm just not ready to do that just yet. I know there will
Yeah.
probably come a time when I probably will have to. I'm hoping that I do such a great job with my systems that I can stay on task and that I don't have to do that. Um, but who knows? We'll see what the future holds.
I totally agree with you. Yeah, as a also a relationship builder, also want to be like on top of everything, right?
Yeah,
Especially when we are building relationship with people and building our network as well.
right,
Yeah,
right.
and yeah, so let's go to like the challenges that you have encountered during your time as a realtor and broker. So, have you encountered some major challenges, and how did you conquer that?
Oh, there's always a challenge with every transaction, I feel like. I feel like we learn something both positive and maybe something we wish we or know we're going to do different, the next time. Overall, I can't pinpoint like just to clump it all together, um, challenges other than just time. There, sometimes there doesn't seem like there's enough time in the day to get things done, and sometimes I feel like I need two or three of me. But I do feel that's where systems come into play as well. And just staying abreast and on top of all the new trends, making sure I serve a large territory of communities. And from one county to the next, there's going to be a big difference, and your top of homes, your price point for each of those homes. So making sure I'm spending time, in MLS and in podcasts like this and other podcasts, and continuously learning and making sure that I have the most current information for my clients. It's a challenge, but it's a challenge that I enjoy because I love to self-educate and really learn things on my own. I absolutely love podcasts. I love to hear someone else's perspective. I'm a big proponent of, let's don't reinvent the wheel. If we've got something out there that's working, let's go with that. There's no sense in us reinventing something that's already working great. Um, absolutely try not to add more on our plate than what we have to. But coming up with fresh ideas, as well. You like to mix some of the tried and true with fresh, because we always need multiple spokes and funnels of prospects coming in our pipeline to keep that pipeline filled and ready for us.
Totally agree with that. Really keeping up on the ever-changing world, right?
Yes,
Cause
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, because it's continuously innovating with not only with like physically in the real estate industry, but also like in social media right now.
Yeah,
It's
social media,
becoming
that's a huge challenge. I cannot get on board with TikTok. I just can't. I think it's a great platform. There's lots of entertainment there. I know several fellow agents that have gotten a ton of business from TikTok, but I just can't seem to break through the TikTok. I'm just old school, and I need to put it on my list to really dive into and learn more about that platform and start implementing in my business as well. Just old school
yeah.
Facebook here.
Oh, yeah, I love that you mentioned that and how open you are with exploring new social media platforms to really promote your
Yes.
business, right? Because not everyone are really open to it. Because sometimes some people will just, oh, I don't know TikTok, I don't want to learn that, I don't want to learn that no more. But you're open to it, like,
Yes,
yeah, it's a
I'm
really
gonna
great
have to
platform.
break into it, I know. I don't think I can break into any of the dances, but maybe there's another, something fun and funny that I can break into.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah, and it's really a great platform actually to not me promoting TikTok, but yeah, it's also a really great platform to like get leads and get business. To yeah, it's really glad to know that you're open to it, and maybe your daughter can also
Maybe
can
she can
also
help me with
somehow.
that. I might have to
Yeah,
task
yeah,
her with that.
yeah, and maybe we can also connect, and I can teach you because I'm
Oh,
also a
that would
Gen
be
Z myself.
great. That would be great.
Yeah, I can teach you some things that I know, and yeah, and really great stuff, and it's really appreciate you, and like I love how you conquer all of those and see all of those like challenges that you are having and conquered them, and really great stuff right there. And you really are fond of like building relationships. I can see that since
Oh,
the
yes,
moment we
absolutely.
started this. So would you say that uh, what would you say that drives you beyond like financial success? So, like, what's the biggest driving factor
Um,
there?
oh, that's a big one. Of course, financial success is always a driver. A lot to put food on the table. I love to eat. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that what we choose as our career in this world needs to be something that we can get on a platform about, and that we can use that platform, to reach other people. So if I can use the opportunity to meet new people, I think I shared, that I had worked with the American Cancer Society, so I was always meeting people that were affected by cancer. Being a survivor, I will quickly, strike up a conversation with someone or someone's family member that's facing that, and be happy to, talk with them, be that listening ear. So being out, in the real estate world, constantly meeting new people, meeting their families, getting to know them. If I can use that as an opportunity to be that listening ear for someone that has been through that situation, I absolutely want to use that. And I want to, be able to, I want to be that realtor and that broker that is real, that is raw, that you're going to get the real me. There's no sugarcoating it. And we've harped and harped about how real estate is all about relationships, and it truly is. And our life here on this world is all about relationships. And I am a believer. I'm a believer in Jesus, and I know that, just as our life here is all about relationships, our life after here is also all about relationships. So if I can have an opportunity to share the word of God with someone while I'm out showing a house, or I'm out trying to secure a listing, or out in community events. We're really big on getting out in the community and supporting our community. I'm going to use that opportunity to do that. I want the community and those out in the community to see me, to see our brokerage and our office as an office and agents that are here to serve the community. Because we really are big in that. We try to be involved in as many community things as possible. I was out with the Easter Bunny yesterday. Wink, wink. My daughter dressed up as the Easter Bunny costume, and we we're hiding eggs all in Main Street and all around the community. And people are going to get these eggs, and they're going to bring their egg, and they're going to spin the spin wheel for a prize, and they can even register to win a free vacation. So that's just another way of finding a way to connect with people, in the community, through things like Easter, and different things like that people get excited about. So I just want to be, I want to be the realtor that my clients come to for everything real estate, but I also want to be much more than their realtor. I want to be their friend, and be there through all the life events that they find important and they want to share with me.
I love that. Wow, that was really great to hear from you, Jeannie. And yeah, really in that heart of service, like not only with real estate, but all around, really, like
Yes.
every aspect of life. And I like what you said, that really getting the real you, because I value authenticity so much.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, in this life, it's really the genuine and pure connections that we had
Hmm.
beyond business as well. So, yeah, of
Absolutely.
course, I agree with you. Financial success is very, very important. But beyond that, there's also something that really fills our heart and soul, like
Hmm.
what you've said. And also connecting with relationship with God and the divine, right? So yeah, I totally agree with you. So one last piece of question before we proceed to our next segment.
Okay.
Um, for our listeners right there who are aspiring to achieve the level of success that you have right now, what is that one number one piece of advice that you could give them?
don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort box. If you're not trying something that is terrifying to you, you're not doing it. You've got to get outside of that comfort box. You've got to, whatever it is, that fear that's holding you back. If it's getting on a Facebook Live or making the cold phone calls. I'm a terrible networker. I'm a total introvert. So go into a networking event and trying to make those cold conversations in a working setting, it terrifies me. I'm working on that really hard. I have a great friend that just kills that. She's great at it. So I try to go with her so I can just kind of tag along with her. But that's something that I've got to work on because that is truly making new relationships when that person standing next to you in a conversation and you're trying to bust up in the conversation because no one there. I mean, you're there to learn and meet new people and be able to network. So absolutely, just get out of your comfort zone. Totally get out of your comfort zone.
Totally agree with that. Get out of your comfort zone. But it surprises me that you said you're an introvert but in the first of our conversation, you really have good energy, really glowing, and really smash this interview. And thank you so much, Jeannie, for sharing those golden nuggets with us. Really inspired me a lot today, and I know our listeners right now also inspired with you. We're inspired with you with everything. Go out of your comfort zone and try new things. Absolutely. Love that. And so before we proceed to our lightning round, let's have a quick commercial.
Okay.
Overwhelmed with work? Well, meet your new partner from Sphere Rocket VA. In just a click, get matched with a virtual assistant who handles all the tedious tasks. No in-person hiring, no extra office gear, just easy online help from our recruitment team. It's like having an extra pair of hands minus the hassle. So ready to relax and see your work done just like magic? Choose Sphere Rocket VA and visit us at www.sphererocketva.com.
All right, and we're back still here with Jenny, and it's time for our lightning round. So, Jenny, lightning round are just quick and fun questions, so just one-liner.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Sure, let's go.
Lovely. Okay, so what is your favorite business book?
Oh, the Ninja Selling. The Ninja Agent. I've got the name all wrong, but the Ninja Selling Agent. Love it.
Lovely. Okay, and who is your favorite influencer or coach?
Definitely the broker that brought me on board. She has been phenomenal. But outside of more local, I love Brian Buffini. I love his coaching program and his way of doing business. He's all referral. So he would definitely be one of the top ones as well.
Love that. And what is your favorite lead generation method?
Definitely repeats and referrals. Loving on that database.
Yes, totally agree. And biggest goal for 2024?
Oh, biggest goal for 2024. To do better than 2023. Always trying to do a little better than the year before. Always.
Amazing. Love that. And what is your best Amazon purchase?
Oh, let's see. I am a total pen fetish. I love pens. So you're always going to find lots of pens in my Amazon cart. So if I can find a good writing pen, that is phenomenal in my book. So I know that's kind of strange and weird, but good pens.
Love that. So do you have a collection of pens with you?
I have a lot of pens. A lot of pens.
Yeah, I can relate as well. I can relate because I also collect, but not that a lot. Okay, thank you so much, Jeannie, for sharing your stories and being so inspirational today. But before we end this podcast, do you have anything that you want to promote, or where do our listeners can reach out to you or contact you?
Nothing to promote, but if there's anyone listening that I can be a resource for, if you have any questions for me that I can help, definitely reach out. The best way to reach me, you can go on my website, which is simply jeanniesmithrealestate.com, and find all my contact information.
Amazing. Love that. Love that. And again, thank you so much, Ginny, for accommodating us today in our podcast. Really love the
Thank you so
energy
much
and
for having me.
lovely. Yes, it's lovely to have you here in the podcast, gracing us. And yeah, there you have it, friends. I hope you learned from this episode. Don't forget to leave that comment and hit that subscribe button so you will never miss an episode. Please share with us your favorite lesson that you've learned today, or favorite topic that we talked about today in this episode. And yeah, as always, if you have suggestions for future topics or guests, drop us a message, and we love hearing from you. And again, my name is Sweet, and until next time, stay inspired and keep building those spheres of success.
Yes. Thank you.
Feeling the difference with Sphere Rocket VA? Tasks are flying off your list, and there's more me time in your day. And guess what? It's all super affordable. Yes, you heard right. Our virtual assistants aren't just amazing at what they do, they're easy on your wallet too. No more stress over emails or schedules. With Sphere Rocket VA, you get your time back and keep your budget happy. Ready for simpler, affordable workdays? Head on over to www.sphererocketva.com. Join us at Sphere Rocket VA, where every day is easy and easy on your budget.